Now, after all the scams and turmoil in the crypto passive income niche, the DeFi Ascension team decided to launch their own project. Now, initially, we launched this a month ago, but initially we tested out the waters. And then after the initial success, we decided to release it to the public. So this is no coin that is traded. This is no ROI DApp. This is an NFT mint platform, and with each NFT you are getting perks that we're going to be discussing soon. So we're going to go over the overviews of the whole project, highlight a few things, and also just FYI, right now the second batch of NFTs, because the first batch has been minted completely already. The second batch is in a collaboration with the Fortune Hunters team. If you don't know who they are, I'm gonna leave a link to their website below. You can go check them out. So many people covered them, and most probably I'm gonna be covering them into the future. So let's get into this. Okay, like I said, this is the second batch that is currently running. The first batch consisted of a total of 500 NFTs. They have been fully minted. The price tag of the first 500 was 100 USDC. Now, it's important to note that this one runs on the Polygon chain. So you need to have this inserted into your MetaMask, Trust wallet, or any other Web3 wallet that you're using. So you need to have USDT on your Polygon. The first batch, was minted using USDC. Now after the recent events with USDC, it's DPEG, but now it went back to PEG. We decided to go a bit safer and leverage USDT for the second batch. You'd need at least 250 to mint one NFT. You cannot mint a half, you cannot mint 3/4 of an NFT, it has to be one full NFT, and that's for 250 USDT. So I'm gonna quickly jump into the overview of what is it that you'll be getting whenever you mint one of these NFTs. Alright, so like I said, you need to provide USDT through the Polygon chain, and then in exchange for that amount you'd get one NFT. Now you can mint as many as you'd like. There's no floor, of course, until the maximum of 500 are minted. That's normal. So with each NFT you're gonna be getting 0.001% of the share of the whole plot, assuming that all 1000 have been minted. Now so far first 500 have been minted, plus 154 from the second batch. So after the 1000 will have been fully minted, your share is that much, and that's a static share. All right, and what I mean here is that you're gonna be entering the revenue sharing scheme that we have in place. Now from the 100% of these funds, 60% are put aside for a trading fund, but this one is not leveraging AI bots or any other weird shady practice that will be going on. We have two live experienced traders that we know very well, and their names are out there. They have been listed in our Medium articles, and you can find them in our community, so you can ask them questions if you have doubts in their expertise. So they really do leverage the Forex and the crypto markets to do their trades from Monday to Friday, and they have decided to allocate 90% of the fund for safer trades, so lower risk trades, and 10% is gonna be leveraging medium to high risk trades. Now 30% went to other investments. So right now there's about 15k that turned into 18k invested into an ROI DApp called the Mischief of Fortune. It produces 1% a day, up to 360% overall. So that is currently happening. Now future investment plans might include farms, yield farms, and pools, so we'll see where we're heading, but I'm gonna notify you when we know what's gonna happen next. And 10% is left aside for a treasury. And it's always important to have some reserves in any project, because you don't know, maybe that reserve will be used to cover potential losses, because in trading nothing is 100% certain, right? So this treasury is out there to shield us from potential losses and any other thing that could come out as we go by. Now let's talk a bit about the trading part itself. All right, so the trading fund, like I said, took 60% of the initial NFT mint, the total amount that has been raised so far. And that's the split that you're going to be seeing. So 35% of this whenever there's a positive trade. So that fund is doing its own trades. Whenever there's a positive trade, that amount is split in two. 35% is going to go back to the trading fund, meaning we're constantly adding more money to the trading fund when smaller percentages are being hit in regards to profit. Then you'd also get the same amount with an exponential rising trading fund. All right, so keep in mind that with more money being added to the trading fund, if you're getting same percentages in profit terms, you're going to be getting more money. And the 65 remaining percent is split. 35% goes back to the NFT holders. You're going to be getting one payment of those profits every 2 weeks. So far we've had one payment, we have a second one upcoming, and a third one will kickstart tomorrow, and I'm gonna show you this soon. And 30% flows back to the traders and to the management team. Even though you might think that's a lot, but in traditional markets, when you go to a hedge fund, usually the people who get the most money are the people who are doing most of the work. So you're just contributing money and you're receiving money in return without doing anything, while these people are doing most of the heavy lifting. So keep that in mind. And right now, both collections, so the first 500 and the current 500, are listed on OpenSea. I'm gonna show you this soon. And if you do decide, whenever these sell out and people want to buy from the open market, there's an 8% royalty fee upon each purchase and sale, so when you're transacting these NFTs. So going back to the main page, like I said, it's pretty simple. You need to be connected to the Polygon chain. You need to have USDT. You just choose the amount of NFTs you want to mint. You click mint and then you confirm your transaction, and there you have it. Keep in mind that it's always better to increase the gas fees on Polygon, because if it's too low, probably it's going to be rejected. So just increase them slightly for your transaction to go through. Now, I want to just show you a few things, because like I said, we've been to 2 weeks or 2 paying periods already, so 4 weeks in total. And the second payout is coming tomorrow for the people who bought the NFTs prior to the previous snapshot, which was taken on the 27th of February. All right, so the second snapshot is going to be taken tomorrow, so on the 14th of March. So if you want to get your NFT and be part of the upcoming 2 weeks of trading and profits that will be generated, you have about more than 24 hours, a bit more than 24 hours to do so, I would say. So yeah, keep that in mind. So the first period, there it was, 158 people actually had minted NFTs then, and that amount of money was distributed based on how many NFTs each holder had. All right, you can clearly see the amounts, everything is visible. Those are the wallets that minted the NFTs. That's how much money these wallets have received. And the upcoming pay period that will be happening tomorrow is going to be receiving that much, split between the first batch, because the second snapshot was taken after the first batch was fully minted, and that's how much percentage each wallet will take at the end of the second paying period, which will happen tomorrow again. So this is on our announcement channel. It's public for everyone to check, and then we're going to be creating the third tab of the third pay period, so on and so forth. Here is the section of on OpenSea where the NFTs are listed. You can clearly see that someone already put in one for 0.5 ETH. So right now there's no point, of course, of purchasing it. I guess it's just there to set a floor. You can still mint those NFTs. There's still about 346 of them, so the second batch up for grabs. And there's a Medium article, actually 2 Medium articles written by our one and only Nelson. And if you want to know more information other than what I just shared, but what I just shared pretty much covers it all, but you can clearly go and read those Medium articles as well. I'm gonna leave links to these below, and this is the ROI dApp that we're currently invested in, by the way, just FYI. the Mischief of Fortune 1%, the one that I mentioned when I was explaining how the funds are allocated. And speaking of funds being allocated, so I just took it upon myself just to show you a few numbers. That's how much has been raised so far between the two NFT mints. That's how much the trading fund owns. So the trading fund is trading with 60k worth of USDC/USDT. And those are the week 1 and week 2 profits. If you want to get into percentage terms, that's the total, if you add them up, of 25% return on investment in 4 weeks. So 1/4 of your investment has been returned so far if you've invested during the first part of the first snapshot. That's pretty good, pretty impressive. I mean, based on my personal experience, and again, there's no guarantees because you can clearly see that the first week has yielded almost more than 40% of what the second week has yielded so far. And that brings me to my conclusion at the end of the day, which is pretty important. But before I get into it, I just want to show you and I just want to share with you the contracts, the multi-sig wallets that are being, used to produce the profits whenever that happens. So you can clearly see that people are minting right now. So those are the NFTs and the transactions of the NFTs minted thus far. So this person has received 2, 1, 1, 2, 1, 2, etc., etc. And whenever there's profit distribution, this is how you'd see it. All right. So the transaction will be posted and you'll be seeing how much each person has received at the end of the day. So, conclusion: if you invest in the DeFi Ascension NFTs, you are investing into trusted real-life traders. Like I said, this is no AI bot scammy project. You have real people trading the funds, and with every profit and with every day where profits are secured, you're gonna see a snapshot, a screenshot posted on the announcement channel. I'm gonna leave a link to this below. And you have dynamic continuous returns, meaning there are no guarantees in life. So I'm not gonna give you a specific percentage that you'll be getting every single day, every single week. Like you saw, when I compared the two paying periods, you saw two different return on investment percentages, and that's how it should be. Nothing is guaranteed. It's gonna be dynamic, but it's gonna be continuous. And this here is the foundation of a larger ecosystem. So we're gonna build more stuff on top of this. And as I mentioned at the beginning of the video, we have a collab with the Fortune Hunters team, and hopefully and almost potentially we're gonna be having more collaborations and partnerships as we progress and as we add more stuff to the start of this beautiful journey. So I hope you stuck around till the end. I hope I brought you some value with all of this, with everything that I've just shared. I cannot be more excited. See you in the next one. Have a good one.